If you're about to start wholesaling houses, wait, hold up 1 second. I recommend that you shouldn't start yet. I'll give you guys the best answer for when you should start wholesaling houses because today probably isn't the best day for you. Alright, all jokes aside, I get this question here and there pretty often, but the thing is, if you're trying to get into real estate wholesaling and you're asking yourself, like, when is the best season to get started in wholesaling? And I mainly see this, like, kind of like the holiday seasons, actually. But a lot of people are wondering, like, when is the best time? Or inside of their heads, they have kind of like this question, like, oh, I feel like maybe in like 6 months from now is probably the best time to start wholesaling houses. Or maybe you got a lot going on inside of your life right now. Maybe you got a full-time job and you got a family. And you only have, like, you don't have that much free time in the day to be able to start getting into wholesaling houses. But let me ask you this first. Like, if you were to eliminate a lot of the distractions inside of your life, so let's say you count how many hours in the day that you're watching TV, or you're on your phone on social media, or you're just doing something that doesn't involve you spending time with your family or you working. Like, those are like kind of like the two main categories. Maybe you can even fit in health and wealth if you have that included inside of there as well. If you eliminate everything that isn't one of these categories, you'll start to notice that you have a little bit of time. And maybe there's a little hair flying around here, but maybe you start to realize, like, oh yeah, in 6 months, maybe you'll have a little bit more free time to be able to work and stuff. But if you wait that long, then there's that whole 6 months period of nothing happened. You didn't even give yourself the ability to start and give yourself any opportunity whatsoever. And if you start 6 months from now, that you're going to be starting completely fresh from scratch. Nothing's going for you. Nothing's working towards your favor. You have no connections that you built up over time if you literally do nothing. But if you start today, you start working, like, even if it's 15 minutes, 30 minutes, every single day for the next 6 months. That's all you have available in the day. 30 minutes. You prioritize the ability to work for 30 minutes towards your wholesaling business. Over 6 months, that 30 minutes is going to add up. I mean, I'm not very good at math, but that's about, 900 minutes a month, which is, 10, 15 hours a month? 15 hours every single month for 6 months. That's a good chunk of time that you could invest into your business. That's almost 100 hours worth of time that you put into the business. Would you rather start with 100 hours going hard, or 100 hours, like, and then going hard? Or would you rather just go hard 6 months later and have nothing going for you? It's going to be a lot harder. You're going to have a lot less problems that you've ran through your head that you can be able to solve over the next 6 months versus starting then. So when is the best time to start wholesaling real estate? Today is the best time. Not tomorrow, not next week, not a month from now, not 6 months from now, not next year. None of that. Obviously, this video is going out a little bit later, but you kind of get what I'm saying. If there's something ever going through your head that you feel like you need to get done, just do it. Don't put it off. Don't wait till later to be able to get it done, or else then you kind of just keep building up this habit of, oh, I need to do this, and then you push it off, and then it actually never happens. Or it happens, like, things happen when they're the most convenient for you, but when it is something to do, like, let's say specifically for finances, let's say that you have a credit card bill. Let's say that today you're like, oh, I need to pay that, and it's due in like a week or whatever. Let's say that you're like, oh, okay, I got this credit card bill due, but I got 7 days to pay it off. I'm going to wait 7 days to pay off this credit card bill. And you wait 7 days, and then you completely just forget about it because you just got a bunch going on that day or something like that. You had that whole 7 day period to get it done, but you still didn't do it, and then now you got to pay interest on the money that you spent on this card that you could have paid off earlier. So obviously, I don't recommend carrying balances on your credit cards. I always recommend that you pay them off, but I'm just using this as an example. That day that you realize, oh, hey, I need to pay off this credit card bill real quick, it'll take you literally 5 minutes. If you don't have 5 minutes to take out of the day, like right then and there, to just go do it real quick, or maybe set yourself a reminder to do it an hour later, 2 hours later, just to do that little 5 minute task, it's going to save you a lot of money because you didn't wait all this time to be able to get it going. Now, obviously, like, wholesaling relates the same way in a way. So if you keep waiting and you just keep putting it off, you're not really building anything whatsoever, even if it's just super small, just putting in a little bit of time. The same goes for, like, let's say, for example, investing in, let's say, for example, like let's just say you're investing into a mutual fund. Let's say that you have $10 today, but in 6 months from now, you'll have $100. I know this is a pretty small amount of money, but let's say that you put in $10 and like you don't put in the $10 and you just wait till you have $100 to invest. Whereas if you just invested that $10 today, instead of waiting, your $10, it may be, let's say, like $11. $11 is still a lot better. Like, you made that one extra dollar by just taking action right then and there, and then adding to it as time goes on, even if it's such a small amount. Now, obviously, we're probably not talking $10 and $100. Let's say, for example, it's 10,000 and then 100,000. I know it's a little bit extreme for some people, but this is just a story. Just go along with this story that I got. If you put in 10,000, you'll have like $100 extra if you didn't wait until you had $100,000. It's just, even though it's small, $100 is still pretty good, just for not waiting and just being able to put something in that you're planning on doing long term anyways. Hopefully I'm getting this point across to you that the best day to start, to be honest with you guys, is today. There really is no best day that it's just like coincidentally, oh yeah, like if you start today, then you're going to make $10,000 faster than you'll ever make $10,000 or $100,000, whatever that number is. There really is no day where it's just like, oh yeah, this is the perfect day. Today is the best day to start. There's, in the future, you're always gonna be like, oh, what if this is about to die? It's going to end, and you have all these different doubts inside of your head. The more that you kind of run these through your head, the less of a chance that you're going to take action today. And to be honest with you guys, you just need to take action right now. Right now is the best time. The longer you wait, probably the harder it's going to get for you to get into the business. It doesn't get easier. Maybe you have more free time in the future, but even if you have a little bit of free time today, I recommend that you use the most of it to start building up these skills, start running through these different decisions through your head before the time comes, and being able to kind of develop these different things and building up more opportunities as time goes on. So that way, when it comes to the point when you have more time available, more resources, whatever it may be, you're able to hit the ground running rather than starting from a cold start, trying to figure out what you got to even do first, and just kind of starting at the start line and kind of just having this dazed and confused look when the gun goes off for the race to start. So anyways, today is the best time for you to take action. So I want you to go out there and take action. Whatever you have on your mind, go out there and do it right now, or obviously do this tomorrow. I did this kind of late, but still, just do it right now. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, join the fam, join the game by hitting the subscribe button down below and smash the like as well. Like always, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Peace.